Madam Chair, we're live.
Good evening. We would like to start our meeting at 5 p.m. If we can all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Speak. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and go on to roll call. Anita? Here. Maria? Here. Mario is absent and myself is here. So we'll go ahead and go on to public communications. This is a time we give anybody who would like to speak 3 minutes. I see no interest, so we will go ahead and close our public communication and we will move on to, actually, we're going to move back up because we need to approve the minutes for November the 3rd. So do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll approve. Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll approve. All right, now we'll go down to public communication. And so at this time, we will hand it over to Maria Moreno.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
Good evening.
At this point, I would like to introduce Program Supervisor Armando Nava. I'm going to go ahead and move the emergency relief food distribution recap to be first, since Mr. Nava has another commitment to go to. Go ahead, Armando.
Pardon the interruption, but if Armando's speaking, he's not heard on the meeting.
Thank you. We just figured that out.
Okay. Cameras all over?
All right, there you go. Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, good evening. I'm reporting on the Baldwin Park emergency relief food distribution that took place on Friday. I'm sorry, on Thursday, November 13, and on November 14. As you are aware, during the government shutdown, a lot of families were affected due to the SNAP CalFresh. They were not getting their I believe that their funds or on their debit card. So therefore, we put a program together to help these families. And again, we were only helping Baldwin Park residents. So they had to prove to us through we were required for them to show their ID, their EBT card, and also with the utility bill showing that they were Baldwin Park residents. Again, the distribution took place on November 13 and on the 14th. Due to the weather, on Friday, we were expecting to rain. So therefore, we added the Thursday for them to pick up. So we had 2 days. The participants received dairy products, frozen vegetables, grains, pasta, bread, potatoes, eggs, meat, snacks, and additional items, in their box. We were able to help out 200 families, reaching out to a total of 543 individuals combined. Again, the families were very grateful that we were able to do that, help them out, and they were very happy with them receiving that. Also, due to Friday being a rainy day, we had some seniors that weren't able to pick up their boxes, so we delivered them at their home.
Great.
Any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I know this was a pretty put together really fast, and you guys did a great job at that. I did refer a few people, and I think that the word didn't get out to all of the staff because misinformation was getting sent out to them, and they were saying that it was only for the Consulé program. So I had to call the individual back and say, no, there are 2 separate programs. So I think if we do it again, we just probably have to do a better job to make sure that staff is fully aware that we have 2 different programs running at the same time.
Yes, and I do understand that some residents were getting a little bit confused with the holiday food basket and emergency food distribution.
Well, it wasn't that they were confused, is when they would call to get information
Oh.
from staff. Staff
Okay.
was giving them the wrong information.
Okay.
And saying that there was only the Consular program, when I clarified it here and we knew there were two different programs. So
Okay.
I'm saying in the future, we just need to make sure that we make all of the staff aware of the programs that were,
Okay.
but it was a great program. I had, for those that did receive it, they were very, very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mondo.
Any other questions from Maria? No? No? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, I would have, Program Coordinator Jimmy Wong, who's going to go ahead and, provide information on the annual tree lighting ceremony, as well as the Santa Pajamas Party. Jimmy?
Good evening, Madam Chair and Commissioners. For our annual tree lighting ceremony, it's going to be held this Thursday on December 4th at 6 p.m. at the Esther Snyder Community Center in the gymnasium. We are also having 4 different performers. One of them is going to be the Hawaiian dancers, as well as the Julia McNeil Senior Center's carolers. We have also the Folklorico group for Estrellas de Los Angeles, as well as the Baldwin Park and Sierra Vista High School joint concert choir and vocal ensembles that evening following the tree lighting. We are also going to be serving hot chocolate, kindly donated by In-N-Out, as well as we're going to be having El Rincon serving the pozoles, and we're also going to be serving mini conchas after the tree ceremony lighting, and that's going to be held at the Senior Center Celebration Hall. And with that being said, we want to give special thanks to In-N-Out Burger. They're donating 450 hot chocolates, as well as the Baldwin Park. They were able to donate a certain amount of money towards this particular program itself,
Very
the
nice.
BPEA. And with that being said, anyone have any questions regarding?
No questions.
Okay, moving. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, we do want to take into account safety as well as having any type of fire hazards, making sure that there's enough exit points if there's any emergency situations. So we are going to be putting a couple of bleachers right outside the windows so that they can seat and enjoy at the same time. But we're going to try to maximize the space and try to utilize the whole entire space as much as possible so that we can fill to capacity where it would be safe enough for the number of participants that are going to be there. We'll be able to have an exit route in case of any emergencies. But we are going to do our best to be able to accommodate those extra overflow by adding additional chairs where it's feasible. But the main part is because we also at the west end, we are also having Santa photos located in that direction as well, right following the ceremony. So we're going to try to work our best to navigate around that to make sure that everyone's accommodated for. And that's why we're also having staff to direct them directly after towards the senior center to be able to make sure that maybe people that are taking photos and then maybe a majority of the other remaining participants start heading over to get their pozoles, their mini conchas, as well as hot chocolate at the senior center. So it kind of balance out how many people are in each locations. There, There's going to be bleachers inside the gymnasium as well as outside, but we do want to make sure we do have that created walkway out right outside the window as well. But we're going to be able to accommodate a couple of bleachers there for people to sit, and it will still give access for people to walk through. So our goal, depending on what the weather permits, if it's not raining, we're gonna have in and out where the hot chocolate's gonna be located, and then inside the celebration hall is where they're gonna be serving the mini pozoles. And then for us, we wanted to utilize both spaces, the patio area, so that way they can have the hot chocolate, so it doesn't max out to full capacity. So we can utilize the chairs and tables in the patio area as well as the celebration hall. Yeah, so we're gonna have staff to walk them towards the vending machines direction. They would have to go in between the two buildings to where the patio would be, so that way we can direct them. But we will have multiple staff to be able to guide them into that direction so that they know where to go. Because right now in the dance studio we do have um a different type of event happening. So thank you.
This pajama party.
Moving along, our Santa's Pajama Party. It's going to be held on Friday, December 12th at the Susan Rubio Zocalo Park, and it starts at 5 p.m. We want to give a special thanks to Raising Cane's. They're going to be donating lemonades during that event. We're also going to be showing a movie, so please invite the family and wear their matching pajamas, and for them to be able to slip into something comfortable, bring a blanket at the same time. It's going to be a night of festive fun, making sure that they enjoy free refreshments and holiday crafts. And we're going to have a special showing of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And the movie begins promptly around 7:30, depending on where they're at throughout the event. They can also take photos with Santa to celebrate the season. And we're going to be serving pizza from Golden Crust during that event while supplies last.
Nice.
And then,
Questions for me?
okay.
I do, Jimmy. I have a question. So where would the movie be shown? Is it gonna be indoors or outdoors?
It's going to be outdoors, man.
Outdoors, okay. Perfect, thank you.
Yes. It'll be one screen. We haven't finalized that since it's going to be something that they're going to try to finalize before the event starts. Yeah, correct. That makes sense. That might be something that we can take into consideration for future events and see if we can make those acquisitions for the extra screens, so that way we can use it for future events. Yeah, at this point it would be one screen, but in the future we would definitely be able to talk about trying to acquire two more screens, so that way it can accommodate for everybody with that 360 type of.
So currently we just have the one screen, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. And then people know just this is our first time doing this event, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. I think it's a really good addition. So thank you for that, Jimmy, and for your organization on it.
Thank you.
Next, if there's no more questions, we'll move on into the holiday parade and winter fest. And for that, we have Program Supervisor April Rojo.
Yes, good evening, Madam Chair and Commissioners. Our holiday parade is this Saturday, December 6th, and it kicks off at 9:45 a.m. We do have a dignitary welcome ceremony at 8:30 a.m. This year's Grand Marshal is Michelle Trujillo. She's a meteorologist with Telemundo 52, and she is actually an Emmy awarded an individual with Telemundo for their broadcast of the weather. And we will be having your commission float organized by Teresa. which is always fun and festive. This year, once our parade kicks off, we will be having the reception following the parade in the Senior Center Celebration Hall. And outside, we'll be doing our awards this year in a new location. We decided to move the award ceremony to the front of the community center because we felt a disconnect between the Winterfest and the award ceremony. So we wanted to make sure everyone is highlighted, especially the bands that are coming from other cities. So our award ceremony does take place after the judges tabulate their scores. And we do have our sweepstakes for the high school bands, $4,000, and for the middle school, $1,500. And we have a lot of participation from our community groups. So we have a few of them still coming in. We're accommodating as we can. And the awards will take place in front of the doors of the community center. And right behind that in the grass area are new this year will be live reindeers, and also our petting zoo that's going to be new. It was popular during the summer, so we decided to bring that back. And that's all taking place from 12 to 5 with the snow play areas. We have inflatable jumpers and then the holiday boutique. Holiday Boutique is 12 vendors, some informational that we thought would be good resources for the community. And the rest are craft vendors for holiday items. And let me think, I think that's it. This year, we decided to eliminate the skating rink and provide the other items. And it's actually nicer too because you don't get to see live reindeers very often. And we thought it was a better photo opportunity. The skating rink wasn't as popular as we expected. So we decided to make that change this year.
April, I remember last year we had, I think Anita brought up a couple points regarding the lines or ages. Did you guys take note of that and have accommodate for any of those changes? I don't remember what they are. Anita, do you remember? I think you said there was like, maybe it was age groups that were separated or.
Mm-hmm. Yes, with the snow play, the based on safety, because some of the older kids, they do like to throw snowballs, which is, we welcome that fun, but it's very hard to put a smaller child in with the older kids because they could get pushed around. So we do just try our best to accommodate the age groups as we do with like the inflatables. When we usually have inflatables, we usually categorize it by age. And so far it has worked. And it actually helps also with our lines running smoother. But this year, that's why I think we decided to kind of incorporate the reindeers and the petting zoo. So that could be more of a group activity, not so individualized like the snow play areas and the inflatables.
April, up to what age group are we allowing for like the snow and all of that?
It's usually 12 and under.
I think that was one of our concerns, right?
Mhm.
We're not meeting the needs of the say,
Teens.
junior hires that they're just kind of left. And I think those are the ones we really need to keep active so that they're not getting into mischief.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's still time to accommodate.
Maria was saying that we do have a one that is for 12 and older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
And then the reindeer and petting zoos are all ages. So that one is not categorized. Yeah.
I believe they're like 15 by 15. Uh-huh. If not 20 by 20.
Yeah, it was a good size.
It's a good size. And there's 4 and it's broken down into the age groups, but I know one of them is the 12 and
Okay.
over.
Perfect.
We do limit the size and we do provide a time limit so that the line continues to rotate. So if they want to come more than once, they're more than welcome to get back in line.
April, do you know how much snow we're bringing in?
No, I'm not too sure.
Believe it's over about 10 tons.
Teresa had a comment.
I was just gonna say to make sure that you're talking into your microphone because they're not able to pick it up on the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Any more questions?
Any more questions?
What time would we have to be there for the parade?
For the parade check-in, we start at 8:30.
8:30?
Right? Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And then we start the actual ceremony a little bit after 9, more like 9:20. Uh-huh. And when we board up the vehicles at about 9:30.
And if you guys want to help decorate the day before on Friday, we're finalizing the time with Royal Coaches to see what time we can go start setting up. But we're thinking around 12 till about 5.
What's the theme
Candyland is still the same.
again?
Oh, same as last year.
Yeah. So there's shirts inside of your packets if you guys want to wear that, or we can choose something else. It's up to you. I'll let you guys decide.
Sure to work.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll wear this.
And we're also this year doing it joint with the SOC committee. So they'll also
Oh,
be on
nice.
the float with us.
Oh, okay, good. Good. And then I do see in our packet too, that if we are driving, we have a parking,
Yes, April stuck those in for you guys.
a parking, VIP parking, so.
And next, if we don't have any more questions, I would like to introduce Community Service Supervisor Alberto Rea, who's going to go over Santa Claus program for tomorrow.
Good evening, Chair and Commissioners. Let me get this one. Let me see. So I'll discuss regarding the Santa Claus program, which is going on its 28th annual year. Little history about the, or brief history about the program is that since its inception, it's been driven by the idea of providing efforts to support youth, and particularly youth who belong to families that may be facing financial constraints, right? So the program in itself, it operates and it's geared with a few partners, sponsors, and entities that donate to the program in itself in order to purchase gift cards and then purchase gifts as well. This year, we have a total of 398 youth participants that'll take place in the event in itself. And we're at approximately 240 volunteers that'll be assisting us tomorrow. And with the list still growing, right? There's still entries that we're still getting at the moment. So with that, the program in itself, since its inception, it has garnished a little bit over 500,000 in terms of donations. There's been more than 8,953 volunteers in total that have assisted with the program in itself. And all in all, the program is dedicated, like I mentioned, to supporting youth. It's a great experience. In details, I mean, as I mentioned before, is that it'll take place tomorrow morning at Walmart at approximately 6 a.m. We're going to get together. There'll be coffee, pastries available for volunteers, and it'll be overall a great experience for all those involved, as it's keeping its strength on its 28th year. With that being said, I know there's a few details that we'll discuss perhaps at a later meeting in terms of overview during a recap of what the event was, but I'm not sure if there's any questions that I may be able to answer.
I have a quick one. Who's going to do the MC since normally it's Manny?
That'll be Maria.
Well,
Director.
Maria.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. And then we will do the same thing and pick up our name badges as we walk in. And
That is correct. Yeah, we'll have the name badges available, so we can get started on some.
all three of us going? I will be there. Anita will be there. So all three of us will be in attendance.
That's good. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. And now, I'll do a quick recap on the Veterans Day ceremony. The event was held 34th Annual Veterans Day on November the 11th at Morgan Park, where we honored 3 honorees, and we had an attendance of over 200 in attendance. And we had the privilege of having the Congress, Senator, Assembly, and County Supervisor participate in the ceremony. We also, Supervisor Solis was gracious enough to provide to all attendees a fresh box of fresh produce. And so we were able to honor 3 deserving veterans on Veterans Day. Any questions?
No question.
I do have a question. During the, it was a good event. It was nice. I enjoyed watching the Hollywood Dolls perform. They were very fun. I every year, you know, I like how they dance. They're very good with the Andrews sisters, and it was very generous of Miss Hilda, Supervisor Hilda Solis, to provide, and everything went well. However, the one thing that what kind of went funny was it was a shortage. The lunch line for the veterans, they ran out of food. And so there was about 20, I counted about 20 veterans that did not receive food. They ran out of food. I walked over towards the counter, and they had the tomato, and because they were served, what was served was burgers and fries and a beverage. I think it was like a lemonade. And they had the tomato and lettuce, and they had the hamburger buns, but they didn't have any more hamburger meat. And so I was just wondering if there was some kind of misunderstanding. It looked like they had enough. Like I said, they had enough hamburger buns, and they had enough tomato and lettuce and the cheese, whatever, but they didn't have enough meat. I was wondering, was there some kind of confusion or misunderstanding regarding
No,
that there was the shortage?
no, the count we ordered for 140 based on prior year attendance. So we did make a note to add to the count for next year. I know he brought extras, but by the time he realized he didn't have additional than the 140 on the patties, it was too late for him to go get some more.
And Maria, I think that's pretty much something we can't really control, correct? Because we don't know how many people are coming unless we, enforce that they have to register ahead of time. But if they don't, then yeah, I think it ends up being a guessing game, and all we could do is just add more, for next
Yes.
year.
For next year, we made a note and we'll be ordering additional meals. But it was well attended, probably over, like I said, over 200. So it was nice to see the community come out and honor and pay tribute to our veterans. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that concludes reports of officers.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, April. At this time, if there's any commissioner request or communication, we'll start with you, Anita. Anything else?
No, I'm looking forward to, it's gonna be a very busy week, very eventful week. We're starting tomorrow, and it's gonna be continuing through Saturday. It's gonna be quite enjoyable. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice.
Just echoing, it's going to be a busy, not only week, but a month. And I know it's a very, very busy month. And thank you guys so much for all these wonderful programs that we have for our community. Thank you.
I just want to add to the ladies, we really appreciate all the hard work that you do. Maria, you're doing great. Manny has some big shoes to fill, but you're right there, and you guys staff is getting it done. And so, we really appreciate that. Plus thinking outside the box and coming out with new ideas, especially for the Socolo across the street. So, we just want to thank you guys for a job well done.
It's our pleasure, and thank you for the support in attending the events. And thank you to the team who has really stepped it up, and they continue to provide quality programs for our community to enjoy. So I'll make sure I share your comments with staff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But this time I'd like to call for adjournment if somebody wants to move.
I'll approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned at 5:30 PM, just like Maria wanted.